Eric Garner was born September 15th, 1970 in Gowanus, New York. Eric Garner was married to Esau Snipes, and he had 6 children with her, including one notable one, Erica Garner, who later became an activist after the death of her father. The youngest of his 6 children was a 3-month-old child, and he had 3 grandchildren as well. Eric Garner's occupation was a horticulturist at the New York City Department of Parks and Recreation, before quitting for health reasons. On July 17, 2014, the NYPD officers approached Eric Garner near Tompkinsville, Staten Island, and they had suspicions of him selling untaxed loose cigarettes on the streets. Eric Garner was denying the accusation, and he was pretty frustrated, and the officers attempted to arrest him despite him not being physically aggressive. This situation then escalates when Officer Daniel Pantaleo put Eric Garner in a chokehold. Multiple of the NYPD officers forced Eric Garner to the ground for the arrest, while Officer Pantaleo kept Eric Garner in the chokehold and pinned his face against the pavement. Due to the chokehold Pantaleo was putting Eric Garner in, Eric Garner was losing oxygen and kept repeating, "I can't breathe," over and over and over while being restrained by the officers. The NYPD did not call for medical help until Eric Garner stopped responding. This led to Eric Garner being sent to the hospital and sadly was pronounced dead. This now leads to the court trial. Protesters and media were very upset and disgusted by the situation and how the NYPD, more specifically Daniel Pantaleo, treated Eric Garner. The protesters wanted Officer Daniel Pantaleo to get the treatment that he deserves for killing Eric Garner. This trial was a closed-door process. Eric Garner's final words, "I can't breathe," became a major protest slogan and a symbol for anti-police brutality. Now onto the post-trial treatment. The grand jury decided not to charge Officer Pantaleo. Many were very disappointed and upset about this and criticized the justice system. New York City agreed to pay $5.9 million to Eric Garner's family to settle a wrongful death lawsuit. Like I mentioned earlier, the slogan, "I can't breathe," became a major protest slogan, and it lived on after the Eric Garner situation. And Eric Garner's daughter, Erica Garner, like I said earlier, became an activist after her father's death. A couple years later, in 2019, Officer Pantaleo was fired by the NYPD. Now on to my personal feelings. This situation was handled horribly by the NYPD, and I was disgusted to figure out all this during research. Eric Garner being put into a chokehold by Pantaleo and the other officers holding him down was really disturbing. Despite Eric Garner screaming, "I can't breathe," Pantaleo was abusing his power by putting him into a chokehold, which he's not even allowed to do. And I personally don't agree with the jury's final verdict for Daniel Pantaleo, since he brutally choked Eric Garner in that chokehold for nothing more than just selling cigarettes.